Right guys, welcome to video 4. In this video we are going to increase the number of invaders we have. At the moment when we press the green flag we've only got one invader. Okay, what we want to do is get, if you look at my example, we've got, I think there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different white invaders. Okay, so we need to get those added first before we can do anything else. So the easiest way to do this is to click on your invader at the bottom here, right click, duplicate, I'm going to leave it, just do one for now. If we press the green flag, the problem we have is, let's see what happens. We press the green flag, it looks like there's only one invader there. There's actually two, they're just on top of each other. That's because they both start in the same position at the same time. So what we actually need to do is delay this second invader. I'm just going to call it, it needs to be a new name, invader. We'll call it invader 2. We need to delay this invader 2 from actually appearing. So we're going to use the wait function. So we're going to go up here and we're going to use the wait. So we're going to say wait, and we're going to put it there. Let's see what happens now. So press the green flag. Let's have a look. It's there. It doesn't go, but it's not. You can actually see it. So you don't really want to be able to see it. So we're going to use a look, and we're actually going to put the hide option just here. So basically, what we've got so far is saying when the green flag is clicked, hide. Wait a second, and then we want it to show. So just double check that. So let's have a look. So when the green flag's clicked, and there it appears. 1 second is actually too long, because if you look at the big gap between them, we're going to probably want to bring that down. Let's try it 0.5 seconds to see what that's like. Let's press the green flag. That looks a lot better actually. So you can see the two moving around quite nicely. So they're about half a second apart, aren't they? So you can see the gap is big enough for us to be able to miss them when we shoot. So let's just have a look. So on here you can see we've actually got 7 of them. So we've got 7 different ones. Okay, so at the moment all we've got is 2. So we actually need to duplicate this one here again and click on this new sprite and change this wait, because again we don't want it to appear at the same time. We're going to change that to 1 second. We're then going to right click, duplicate, and the new one we're going to change that to 1.5 seconds. So we're kind of keeping an even gap between the appearance of them all. Duplicate, this one's going to go to 2 seconds. Duplicate, you guessed right, this one's going to go to 2.5. How many is that? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to do one more. Duplicate, and this final one will be, wait, 3 seconds. So let's just check this to make sure this works first. So press the green flag. They all disappear, and on they come, and they move down the page quite nicely actually. It's actually looking really good. In this section here, you can add in as many of these ones as you want. I would advise that you go for between 6 and 7, or you can go up as far as 10. That's entirely up to you. Okay, so double test it again. So they come back and they move really nicely down the page. Okay, so we've got that bit working. So at the moment though, we've only got the one coloured space invader. If you look in my example, I've actually got some different coloured space invaders. So I've kind of got, well, a white one, a yellow one, and a red one. So we need to get all of those added in. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to, the easiest way to do it, we're going to click to insert a new sprite. The first one we're going to do, the next one is going to be our yellow invader. So we click on it and press OK, and here it is. Okay, this is our yellow invader. So the easiest way to do this, so we can actually get very similar script, because we actually want it to do the same as our white invader. So we can just drag this and drop it on our yellow invader, and just click and drag this one, and again drop it on our yellow invader, and the same with this final one here. So now we've got one of our yellow invaders. Right, the only problem we've got here, again, we don't want it to appear at the start, so let's test it. So look what happens. So it's kind of there at the same time as our white invader. So we actually want to delay that as well. So on this one we had this, hide, wait 3 seconds, show. We're going to use something exactly the same. So we're going to say hide, so hide, wait, and finally show. So the last one was 3 seconds, so let's put a 2-second gap. So we're going to change this one to 5 seconds. So let's test it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a couple of seconds, and then here comes our yellow first invader, okay? That looks pretty good. So let's get, again, 6 or 7 of these. Duplicate. Click on this one. Change that to 5.5. Duplicate. Change it again up by half a second to 6. Duplicate. 6.5. So that's 4 so far. Duplicate. Click on the left. 7. And we'll just do one more. Duplicate. 7.5. Let's just test that, see what happens. So they will hide. In come our white invaders, and then in come our yellow invaders. And obviously we can move around, and if we shoot them, we kill them. Okay. So we've got all of those coming in. So the final one we need to add in is our red invader. So again, we're going to do exactly the same as what we've just done. So we're going to click on here, select our red invader. Okay, we're then going to, even if you can't see it on your screen at the moment, don't worry, it is there. So we're going to come onto one of our first white invader again, and we're going to drag our code across to our red invader, like you can see I'm doing here, and drag this last bit across. We're then going to click on our red invader, and so the last yellow invader came in after 7.5 seconds. So this one, we're going to do the same again. We're going to add a hide at the start. Do that way. We're going to add a wait 1 second, and we're then going to add in a show. Okay, so we've got that bit so far. So let's double check. So on this one here, we've got 7.5 seconds. So I'm going to change this to 10 seconds. Let's double check. Let's have a look. So red, white, 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 yellow, 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 and then here comes our first red one. Brilliant. So let's now duplicate our red one. Click on it. Change this to 10.5. And again, you can add in as many of these as you want. I'm just going to change that to 11. I'm going to add 6 of them, okay? You can add more. I would advise the more you add, the better your game will be, because obviously the more tricky it is to complete, and the longer it can go on for. So let's duplicate this last one. You might need to scroll down to find it's just there. This time 12.5. That's 6. So we now have, when we press the green flag, we have our white invaders come in, and we can shoot them. And you can see obviously my white ones make the noise, but the other ones don't. That's fine. And I can shoot them and shoot them. And when they shoot, they all should, you can see they disappear slowly, okay? Yeah, actually it's quite a good game so far. Okay. In the next video, actually, so what we'll do, we'll do this now. We're going to add in the sounds for the red and yellow invaders, because at the moment the sounds only occur on the yellow ones, on the white ones, sorry, and not on the yellow. Even though the sound is here, the problem is that when we click on sounds, it's not been imported. So we need to go to import, and you're going to need to do this for each of them. Import, and you can find a different sound for each one. So for this one, for my yellow ones, I'm going to use don't like any of these actually so far. No, none of those ones. I'm going to use a animal sound. No, not that one. No, none of these are any good actually at all. Let's see if we can find another electrical one. No. I'm going to use a zoop. It says press OK on zoop. Go to scripts and change from pop to zoop. You'll need to do this for all of your yellow sprites. So import, find where it says zoop, press script, press zoop. So you do that for all of your yellow ones, and then for your red ones you can obviously pick a different sound to use. Okay, so you need to do that now. If you have any problems at all during this video, please restart the video first, then you can ask me. Okay, enjoy.